Have you ever caught a faint scent, just a whisper of something, while folding your laundry or hugging someone close, and thought, is that me? It's a question most women over 60 don't say out loud, but quietly wonder. You're not dirty. You're not unhygienic. In fact, you probably take better care of yourself now than you ever have. But aging brings changes we were never warned about. One of them is body scent, not perfume, not sweat, but a subtle shift in how your body naturally smells, something that can slowly affect how you feel in your clothes, your home, and even in your confidence. And here's the truth no one talks about. It's not your fault, and it's fixable. I'm Gertrude, and today I want to gently walk you through 8 science-backed reasons you might be noticing changes in your personal scent, and the small, graceful changes you can make to feel fresh, feminine, and fully at ease in your body again. Because freshness isn't just for the young, it's for the wise, it's for the radiant, it's for you. So let's begin. 1. The bra you love might be betraying you. Let's talk about something personal. Not your face, not your hands, but that everyday companion most women never talk about, your bra. For many of us, our favorite bra becomes a source of comfort, something we reach for each morning without a second thought. It fits well. It doesn't pinch. It's been with us through seasons, moves, milestones. But here's the quiet truth. The bra you love might be silently working against you. You see, as we age, our skin changes. It becomes thinner, more absorbent, and more prone to trapping moisture and oil, even if we don't sweat like we used to. That means your bra isn't just supporting you. It's soaking up everything your skin lets go of. Even when you don't feel sweaty, your body is constantly shedding tiny skin cells, natural oils, and traces of bacteria. These collect in the cups, the band, the underarms, especially in synthetic fabrics. And here's where it matters. Those layers don't just vanish. Over time, they start to smell. You may not notice it right away, but maybe someone leans in for a hug and subtly shifts, or you lift your bra and catch a faint, musty scent that wasn't there before. That's not your imagination. It's your body asking for a refresh. The gentle solution: experts suggest rotating your bras daily and washing each one after 2 to 3 wears. Use a mesh bag and gentle cycle, then let them air dry. Avoid heavily padded bras that trap moisture and can't be cleaned thoroughly. Choose breathable materials like cotton. They love your skin as much as you do. This isn't about perfection. It's about respecting the body that's carried you through life. A clean bra is more than fabric. It's a message you send to yourself each morning. I deserve freshness. I deserve care. 2. The one place we never thought to scrub. You probably wash your face every day. You might exfoliate your feet, maybe even your arms or legs from time to time. But there's one spot, one quiet, tender area that many women forget entirely. Your underarms. Now wait, before you say, "Of course I clean there," let's go a bit deeper. You may be washing, but are you exfoliating? What's really causing that older underarm smell? As we grow older, some of us begin to notice that even after a fresh shower and a swipe of deodorant, there's still a lingering odor under the arms, one that feels stronger, staler, or just different. It's not your imagination, and it's not just sweat. The underarm area contains apocrine sweat glands, which produce a thicker, protein-rich sweat. This type of sweat interacts with skin bacteria to create odor. But here's the kicker. Over the years, residue builds up from deodorants, antiperspirants, perfumes, and even body lotions. That residue combines with dead skin cells and natural oils, forming a thin, sticky layer that basic soap just doesn't remove. Without exfoliation, that buildup lingers, and so does the smell. The gentle fix. No need for harsh scrubs. Just use a soft washcloth, silicone exfoliating pad, or gentle loofah 2 to 3 times a week in the shower. Warm water is often enough. If you prefer, add a natural cleanser, like unscented Castile soap or a bit of oatmeal-based body wash. Gently massage in circular motions, especially in the creases where sweat tends to hide. Rinse thoroughly. The first time you do this, you may be shocked. Some women notice their washcloth turns grey, even after feeling clean. But within a few days, they report something wonderful. Fresher underarms, softer skin, less odour, even without reapplying deodorant. Why this matters? This isn't about vanity, it's about dignity. When you respect every inch of yourself, even the hidden places, something subtle shifts. You move through your day with a sense of peace, not because you're perfect, but because you're present. And that presence, it's powerful. 3. When the scent isn't coming from you, but your shoes. There's a certain pair of shoes you probably love. Maybe they're your slip-ons for the grocery store, your soft-soled garden pair, or the sneakers you reach for on every morning walk. They're broken in, familiar, comfortable. But here's the part no one likes to admit. Sometimes, it's not our bodies that smell. It's our shoes. Why shoes start to smell more as we age. Our feet change over time. Circulation slows. Sweat glands behave differently. Skin becomes thinner, more absorbent, and often more sensitive. And while we may move less in our later years, our feet still perspire, especially when confined in enclosed shoes for hours. The result? Our shoes become sponges for scent, soaking up sweat, skin cells, and bacteria with each wear. And here's the tricky part. As we age, our sense of smell dulls. What seems like just a little musty to us might be very noticeable to others, especially in small spaces like cars, elevators, or doctors' waiting rooms. And unfortunately, that smell doesn't always come from your feet. It comes from the inside of your shoes, and it follows you. The simple shoe refresh plan. You don't need to throw anything away, but you do need a new routine. Alternate your shoes. Don't wear the same pair 2 days in a row. Let them air out overnight near a window or in sunlight. Clean insoles weekly. Remove them if possible. Sprinkle baking soda inside to absorb odour. Let sit overnight and tap it out the next day. Tea bag trick. Slip dry black tea bags into each shoe overnight. The tannins naturally kill bacteria and absorb excess moisture. Wash fabric shoes. If they're machine washable, use a delicate cycle. Air dry completely. Always wear socks, even no-show ones, to reduce sweat contact with shoe linings. One final note. Clean shoes are more than just odor-free. They support circulation, reduce the risk of fungal infections, and help you move confidently in the world. Because stepping into your day, without the quiet anxiety of scent or discomfort, sets a completely different tone. It says, I'm walking forward, proudly, cleanly, in comfort. 4. When your signature scent starts working against you, you spritz your favorite perfume. Maybe it's the same one you've worn since your 40s. Floral, powdery, comforting. A scent that once made you feel powerful, sensual, or just like yourself. But lately, something feels off. The fragrance doesn't linger the same way. It smells heavier. Or worse, it seems to mix with something else you didn't expect. So like many women, you apply more. A second spritz. Maybe a touch-up midday. But what if I told you that adding more scent might be making things worse? The science of scent plus aging. As we age, several invisible shifts happen. Our skin becomes drier and more porous. Our natural body oils change. Hormone levels fluctuate. Some medications even alter our body's natural scent. These changes affect how perfume sits on our skin and how it reacts with natural odor. To make matters more complicated, our sense of smell fades over time. What feels like just enough to you might be overwhelming to someone else. And when perfume is layered over unwashed skin, synthetic fabrics, or sweaty areas, the mix becomes more of a chemical cloud than a pleasant presence. The elegant alternative. Focus on cleanliness first. Use unscented wipes to gently freshen your underarms or neck during the day. Apply perfume only to clean, moisturized skin, not clothing. Choose alcohol-free body mists for a lighter, more natural scent. Embrace scent-free days, and let your natural freshness speak for itself. Remember, scent should enhance you, not overpower. You are already enough. Your presence is already powerful. You don't need to mask anything. If this message is resonating with you so far, if you've ever felt a little alone navigating these quiet changes, I want you to know, you're not alone. Here on Gertrude's Corner, we talk about things no one else dares to, not out of shame, but out of self-love. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe and turn on the bell. We're building a space for women over 60 to feel seen, supported, and celebrated. And if any of these tips have helped, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear which small changes you're embracing this week. 5. What's lurking in your hair accessories? You wash your hair. You condition. You brush. You dry. Maybe you style it with care, or maybe you keep it simple. But here's a question most women never consider. When was the last time you cleaned your hairbrush? Or your scrunchie? Or that headband you toss on every morning? The forgotten sources of scalp scent. Your hair might be clean, but the things you put into it every day, they often aren't. Brushes, clips, barrettes, elastic bands, and fabric ties absorb oils, sweat, and even product residue from your scalp. Over time, they build up a layer of sebum, dead skin, and even cooking odors if worn in the kitchen. For women over 60, this matters even more. Our scalps tend to be drier and more sensitive, making them more prone to irritation and, yes, subtle sour smells if accessories aren't kept clean. And here's the tricky part. The scent doesn't always stay in the accessory. It transfers back to your hair, your pillow, even your scarf. The simple scalp care plan. Brushes. Remove hair using the end of a comb or pen. Soak the brush in warm water with a little shampoo and baking soda. Gently scrub with an old toothbrush. Rinse and air dry completely. Fabric items. Scrunchies, headbands, elastic ties. Place in a mesh laundry bag and wash on a gentle cycle weekly. Air dry fully before reuse. Storage. Avoid leaving hair accessories in damp bathrooms. Store in a dry drawer or container to prevent mold and mildew growth. Why this matters? This isn't about being fussy. It's about caring for your crown, your hair and scalp, with the same love you'd offer to a dear friend. A clean brush, a fresh scrunchie. These small changes send a big message to your body. You still matter. You still deserve care, from root to ribbon. 6. When clean dreams start with clean sheets. There's nothing like slipping into bed after a long day. Your body sighs, your mind slows. And for a few hours, the world is quiet. But here's a quiet truth many women never realize. Even rest can leave behind residue. How nighttime comfort can affect daytime scent. You may bathe before bed. You may wear the same soft pajamas for several nights in a row. And because nothing looks dirty, we often assume everything is fine. But your body is always working, even in sleep. At night, we sweat, even in cooler rooms. Shed skin cells. Exhale tiny droplets of moisture with every breath. Your pajamas and sheets absorb it all. Over a few nights, this creates an invisible layer of oils, skin flakes, and microscopic bacteria. That familiar nightgown or cozy pillowcase? It may be holding onto a faint, musty scent, even if your body is squeaky clean. And unfortunately, we become nose-blind to it. But others, like grandchildren, caregivers, or visitors, might notice right away. The Clean Sleep Reset Plan. Change pajamas every 2 to 3 nights, more often in summer or if you sweat at night. Wash sheets weekly. Use warm water and unscented detergent. Change pillowcases twice a week, especially if you sleep on your side or use hair products. Sprinkle baking soda on your mattress once a month. Let it sit 30 minutes and vacuum it up to remove odor. Wash pillows every 6 months, or replace them if they can no longer be cleaned thoroughly. Why this matters? Clean bedding isn't just about comfort. It helps prevent skin irritation, supports respiratory health, and creates a sense of emotional calm when you wake up. Because when your first breath of the day is in crisp, fresh sheets, your whole body feels different. That small act of care sends a message. I am still worthy of softness, of comfort, of clean, quiet love. 7. The forgotten places that whisper the loudest. Some parts of the body speak softly. They don't ache, they don't wrinkle, they don't draw attention. But over time, they start to speak in scent. And two of the most overlooked spots, behind the ears and along the neckline, the science of hidden odor. Behind your ears is one of the oiliest parts of your body. Yes, really. The area is packed with sebaceous glands, tiny oil producers that keep your skin moisturized. But as we age, the balance shifts. Oil can become thicker and it lingers longer, especially if not regularly washed away. Now add in glasses, hearing aids, earrings, or even scarves, all of which trap warmth and moisture. And you have a perfect little pocket where bacteria thrive. The result? A waxy, musty smell that we don't always notice, but others might. The neckline, a silent culprit. We wash our faces, we wash our bodies, but the base of the neck, the place where perfume, hair products, and sweat all collide, often gets skipped. If you wear high collars, necklaces, or have long hair, that area becomes a magnet for buildup. And over time, it can create an odor that clings, not because you're unclean, but because it's been unintentionally ignored. A loving little routine. During your shower, take a few extra seconds to wash behind your ears and around the base of your neck using warm water and a gentle cleanser. Use your fingertips or a soft cloth to reach into the folds behind the ear, especially if you wear glasses or hearing aids. Once a week, refresh with a baby wipe or damp cotton pad if you're in a rush. Moisturize afterward if the skin feels dry, especially in cooler weather. Why this matters? This is about presence, about honoring even the parts of you that no one else sees. Because you're still here, you're still radiant, and even the smallest act of attention can restore a sense of grace and pride that stays with you all day. You still matter, even in the quiet corners of your body. 8. The quiet smell of stale habits. Sometimes it's not what we do that affects how we feel. It's what we quietly let pile up. A laundry basket pushed to the side, a shirt we wore just one more time. These moments don't seem like much, but over time, they create something subtle, an invisible fog, not of dirt or neglect, but of energy, scent, and stagnation. What unwashed fabrics carry. Every time you wear a garment, your skin leaves behind oil, dead cells, natural bacteria, and sometimes even traces of food or perfume. These residues seep into the fibers, especially in underarms, collars, and waistlines. Now, if that clothing goes unworn, fine. But if it's reworn or sits in a closed hamper too long, it starts to release odor. And as we age, our sense of smell softens, making it easy to miss what others might immediately notice. A faint sourness in a sweater, a damp scent in our bedroom, a subtle stale smell in our favorite chair. These aren't failures, they're invitations to refresh, reset, and return to the lightness of living clean. The dignity-driven laundry reset. Wash anything that touches underarms, groin, or feet after 1 to 2 wears. Wash pajamas every 2 to 3 nights and sheets weekly. Keep your hamper ventilated. Skip sealed plastic bins. Sprinkle baking soda in laundry baskets to neutralize scent. Clean the dryer lint trap and run an empty load with vinegar monthly to freshen machines. Set a small load schedule. Laundry doesn't have to be overwhelming when done in manageable bursts. Why this matters? A clean shirt is not just fabric. It's a feeling. It's the freedom to sit beside someone without wondering how you smell. It's the quiet confidence of walking into a room knowing you're fresh, supported, and cared for. And it's the subtle dignity of saying, I'm still here. I still deserve beauty, softness, and order in the space around me. You've just walked through 8 quiet habits, so small, so ordinary, that can silently shape how we feel in our skin. Not because we've done anything wrong, but because time changes things. Our skin softens, our senses shift, our routines become quieter. But here's what I hope you take away most. You are not fading. You are still here. You are still powerful. And these small acts of care, washing your bra more often, gently exfoliating your underarms, refreshing your pillowcases, are not chores. They are rituals. Rituals of self-respect, rituals of returning home to your body, rituals of honoring your presence, even if the world doesn't always notice, because you notice. And that's enough. If this video gave you even one thing to reflect on, if it reminded you that aging with dignity is still possible, then I invite you to become part of this growing circle of wise, beautiful women by subscribing to Gertrude's Corner. This isn't just a channel. It's a movement, a space to feel seen, held, and heard. In the comments below, I'd love to know, what's one small act of care that makes you feel refreshed, confident, or more like yourself again? Until next time, take care of your beautiful self, not out of pressure, but out of love. You are not invisible. You are evolving, and you are deeply, deeply valued. Your friend, Gertrude.